just abusive man. He was an abusive man. He was abusing these children. He was assaulting these children. On the 23rd of January 2020, Natalie was assaulted. She was assaulted by Edward in a way that eventually caused her to lose her life. I honestly have no idea what a 9-year-old would have said or would have done to make Edward act the way that he acted. Went off on little 9-year-old Natalie and he started hitting her. He started yelling. Rachel was not at the house because remember, Rachel was a nurse. She was probably at work. Edward went off on Natalie. He started hitting her with basically anything that he had at his disposal at that time. It was fist, kicked her, punched her. He took a broom, started hitting her all over her body with the broom. Went on for minutes and for hours till Natalie stopped moving. She stopped moving. Edward called out to Caroline, who was in the other room. Caroline was in the house, confessed that she was in the house. Edward called for her to come to the room. Natalie now suddenly went quiet. She was no longer screaming. She was no longer crying. She was quiet. He requested for a cup of water. Caroline went to the kitchen. She got a cup of water. Edward took the cup of water and he poured it over Natalie. She still was not moving. They could tell that she was still alive. She was breathing. Her little chest was moving up and down. So they could tell that she was still alive. But she was not moving. She was unconscious. Took her unconscious body. They placed it in a plastic tub. From there, they took this plastic tub, placed it in the garage of the house. We are going to play the devil's advocate. And let's say, for example, it was an accident. The next thing that you're going to do, going to call for help so that medical assistance can come and try to revive her. This is not what Edward did. He took Natalie's unconscious body. They knew she was still alive. They knew that there was a possibility for her to save her. But then instead, they ignored all that and they placed her in a plastic tub and then they placed it in the garage. Only the next day, on the 24th of January 2020, around 8 a.m. in the morning, Caroline went to the garage to go check up on Natalie, to go see what is going on, whether she's still alive. Went over to where Natalie was laying in the plastic tub. But the crazy thing is, in her confession, in her